I actually wrote these today. And I'll explain later. The first one is not titled yet. I went to the room where the words were. Some of them sang to my soul. Some of them met me with silence. Some of them made me feel whole. The room where the words were is open, but only a few find the way. I stumbled upon it quite early, have stayed until late in the day. Words arranged on library shelves, words broken open, revealing themselves, words with ties to obscurity, words tied to home and security. I think of that child I was back then, and the woman I have become, and I know in my heart, had I not found that room, my life would have ended in darkness and gloom. I went to the room where the words were, and shall go there each day hereafter. I will shelter and wait till they sing to my soul and fill me with joy and with laughter. Someone asked me about my dog, Jesse, and I wrote this about him. My dog passed his obedience test, was perfect in class, got applause and accolades. At home, he herds the cats, barks at shadows on the wall, reminds me of myself and how when I'm all alone, I put my manners on the shelf. When out in public, I assume the mantle of propriety. In private, I might pick my nose, offend polite society. They say our dogs are mirrors of ourselves, and in this case, I think they're right, for Jesse is a clone of me when I think I am out of sight. Okay, I have one more, which Deb told me not to read. But I'm going to read it, but I'm going to say right off the bat that this couple I'm describing is fictitious, okay? I'm a therapist. I do not disclose. But sometimes I think about things I would like to do. And so here we go. I watch two lovers circling the drain. He yells, she yells. He wants to fix her, she wants her space. He yells, she cringes, then walks away. He follows, yelling. She shuts the door. He stands outside, imploring. There is silence. He walks away. She opens the door, but he's gone downstairs. She shuts the door again, turns on the television. He warms the soup, gets out the bowls. Hearing the door shut, his shoulders slump. He eats alone, decides to take a ride. She comes downstairs, the soup is cold, her shoulders slump. She cries. Sitting in my office, they replay the fight. She was upset, he says. I tried to help. She wouldn't listen. He yelled, she said. That didn't help. I was upset because you were upset, he said. They start their argument again. I take out my water pistol from my briefcase. I shoot them both, and they begin to laugh. Now we can talk. That is actually based on a true story, not of a couple, but I had a psychiatrist that I worked with once, and in the staff meetings, he was always putting down the other therapists. He was constantly making them cry. He was saying, well, you could have tried this and such, but I suppose you don't know about that. So one day I asked his wife, who was the vice president of the whole thing, I said, do you mind if I do an intervention with Shelley? And she said, I wish you would. So I took a water pistol, and when we sat down to have a briefing, I put it on the table, and he said, "What's that for?" And I said, "That's for you. If you make anybody cry today, I'm going to shoot you right between the eyes." So he starts his usual thing, and then his voice gets brighter and brighter, and he starts to pick on somebody. I put my hand on the water pistol. So it works. Okay. Okay, that's it. Thanks you.